this could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
Hey guys, it's England here, and I have a special update for you from the devlogs, and I also interviewed a few users and staff members of Buildaverse. So we will start off with the interviews. We will see which type of person we will be interviewing right now. Will it be users or will it be staff? Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. What's it gonna land on? What's it gonna land on? Users. So we will start with the level 25 user, FXST. I refer to him as F for this, because I'm not saying out his own name. Okay, so I asked him, how long have you been in the Brick Planet / Buildaverse community, and what is your opinion on it? F said, well, I've been in the Brick Planet community for a very long time now. In fact, I was in touch with Brick Planet since 2016 during the Block City days. From what I could say with the community we have right now, it is quite nice. In fact, one of the nicest communities I've met in a sandbox platform. After that, I asked him what his favourite event was, and he said, my favourite event were the ones that let your creativity run, and that would be the hat designing contest and the face design contest, of which I won both of them. I didn't though. So I asked him what was the opinion on my face, which is the most controversial face because of how scary it is. He said he likes it, which, that's cool. Okay, so I asked him what is his opinion on the writing competition. He said, I'm not actually sure what my views are on the current competition, but I'd say it's fine. I'm not into literature much. I'm participating in the contest so I can get the role. But to those who like to write stories, then I say it's great that they came up with it. So I asked him a question about the egg hunt. I asked him, what was your favourite egg? And your opinion on cheese gods staying up 23 hours a day to get 5,000 eggs. So his favourite egg was the egg of technology. That was one of my favourite ones, but my favourite was the egg of trolling. It was right hard to get, but I still got it. He said the egg of technology was cool because it looked interesting and you had to have a code to solve it, even though it was just a simple math equation. It wasn't simple for me. I can't do maths. With Cheese God grinding for all days is a no life. So he's calling Cheese God a no lifer. Like, imagine staying in bed all day and night just to collect eggs. It's not even a serious competition. That if you don't place first, you will lose the contest. As long as you stay in the top 20, you'll be fine. And I said I thought the exact same thing. So I asked him one more Buildaverse related question. What are you hoping for future Buildaverse? He says that I hope it will become the largest Roblox clone of all time, surpassing Brick Planet's peak 2 million users. And I hope it won't get toxic. And he also hopes there won't be bad updates. Now I asked him two not related to Buildaverse questions. I asked him what is his favourite film / movie. What is better, Netflix, Disney or YouTube? So he said, I don't have a favourite movie, but as long as it has intensive scenes and humour mixed into it, then it will earn my reward of it being a good film. Same goes for streaming platforms. I don't think YouTube should be on there since it's based on community creations compared to others where it's movie studios producing the films. If that platform has a reputable movie and TV shows with no fillers or work content, then I will be using it and it's staying up there. Now we're going to go back to the wheel of users and staff. Let's see who's going to land on this time. Oh, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? it's users again. Let's see if it's users. Yeah, it is. So for the next user I interviewed was Plutagian. I know I'm probably saying his name wrong because he got right mad at me when I said it wrong in my last video. So I asked him a few questions. Near enough the same exact questions. So I asked him, how long have you been in the Brick Planet / Buildaverse community, and what is your opinion on it? He said, I made an account on August 16th, 2017. When I joined, it was Block City, so I am an OG. And my opinion, I like the staff. The community is the reason I'm still here. I said, cool, same here. So I asked him what was his favourite event, and he said, the faces aren't in contest. It was fun making the faces, and I had the privilege to judge the faces. And so I asked him, cool, is this your favourite face? Using my most controversial face I drew. And he said, I hate you. Delete it. It should be destroyed. Next question, please. So I asked him, what was his opinion on the writing competition? And he said, it's underrated. I've also been chosen to be a judge for it. I'm honoured, by the way. The event would have got much more submissions if the site had got released. Many, many good writers. So I asked him, did you like my story? And he said, mid. And he said, and I asked him what was his favourite egg, and his opinion on Cheese God staying up 23 hours a day to get 5,000 eggs. His favourite egg was the ping egg, since he was the only one who were able to get it. He was the only one who were able to get it before the patch, which all you had to do was say ping. Cool fact there about Buildaverse. And his opinion on Cheese God in the event. We all know he hated him in that event because he was just spamming claim. It was hilarious. And now I asked him, what are you hoping for future Buildaverse? And he says, for the future Buildaverse, I hope the Buildaverse client will not disappoint. Like, I'm hoping that 23 Neon, who is the client developer, delivers. So I asked him, what is his favourite film / movie? What's better, Netflix, Disney or YouTube? And his favourite movie is V for Vendetta. I've never watched it. And he prefers fmovies.com. And I said to him, let me guess, the pirated films. And he says, of course. And I just put, LOL. Proper Buildaverse moment. Thanks for doing the interview. Do you have any further comments? And he says, make sure to join Fighters of Plutagian. That's what he said. Now we're going to choose the 2 users which will be left. Let's see who will do it first. Okay, so that's one of the staff members I interviewed. And this is the other user. Let's see. Will it land on scene or Whistle? Let's see. Oh, it's scene. So Scene was the first person I ever had an interview with, so this is the first ever interview I ever did, so sorry if it's a bit cringe, but okay. So I asked him, what is your rank in the Buildaverse company and what does that entail? And he said, my name is Sean and I am the lead of the community engagement department here at Buildaverse. My team and I organise all the events and make sure everyone's having a good time. So I asked him, with the events, how do you set them up? How do you choose the judges and what was your favourite event? He said the community engagement team comes up with all the events and creates a timeline to reach the best of our audiences, you all. Generally, the judges are either all the players or staff. But for this contest, we decided to create a panel of judges consisting both staff and players. My favourite event to work on was the egg hunt. It was awesome working with Sid, Ulrich and Whistle, who we were interviewing next. So I asked him, with the egg hunt, what was your favourite egg and funniest moment developing or playing the egg hunt? And he says, My favourite egg has to be the egg of technology. That's the exact same as F's favourite egg. And he said, at first we thought we had too many eggs, but by the looks of it we should have made more. It was great collaborating with great minds. So I asked him which one would he like to choose, a Buildaverse related question or the not the Buildaverse related question. So I asked him quite controversial topic, and I asked him, who was your favourite staff and why, and who was your favourite user? I was expecting him to say me on that last one, but he didn't. My favourite staff member is me! Just kidding. I love and value each staff member equally. We all make a wonderful team together. I don't have a favourite user now. So I said, great, on to the non-related Buildaverse questions. What is your favourite film/movie? What's better, Netflix, Disney or YouTube? And he says his favourite movie will be Coraline. It's super spooky and I watched it a ton during my childhood. My opinion on Coraline is it's not okay. It kind of scared me when I watched it. And he says it's super nostalgic. Out of the platforms, I think I'd use the Netflix most. And I said, thanks for doing the interview. Have any further comments? He says no comments, and he says thank you for taking the time. Usual stuff. Now on to our final user, Whistle, who yesterday got promoted from a Discord moderator to fully fledged staff. So let's see this now. So let's just keep that. Okay, so I asked him, what is your rank in the Buildaverse company and what does that entail? So right then he was a moderator, so now he's a fully fledged staff, so he's part of community support now. So he helps out with events whenever he can. And I asked him, what events have you worked on? And he says, currently I'm helping to review submissions for the writing event. Although my most involved event I worked on was the Egg Hunt 2022, where I helped create egg concepts as long as some egg art as well. Cool. What was your favourite egg? And what was the funniest moment for you in the events? He says, I like so many of the eggs, it's hard to choose, but my favourite egg is the egg of neutrality, due to it being the fact that it was so unobtainable. And he says the funniest moment during the event was probably during testing, where the bot started spamming out and spamming the chat. I remember Sid saying about that, and I remember he posted a video where hilarious when you could see the bot just go, claim this egg, claim this egg, claim this egg. Right funny. And I asked him, and so I replied to his egg of neutrality thing and said, I know, I got all the math eggs. They were all hard to get. I couldn't barely do them. I had to get one of my friends to help me, and to get the egg of neutrality. But then Sid told me I can't get it. Now I asked him, what was your least favourite event and why? Or what was a future event you'd like to see? And he says, my least favourite event is probably the writing one. There hasn't been much participation, so it wasn't as interactive as the rest of the events. For a future event, I'd like to see a tournament style game where people can team up to win the tournament along with a prize. Let's just say the Buildaverse Guild community, me, Platagian, and a few of us would definitely win that with our little guild. So yeah, they'll no match with us lot. And so I asked him who was his favourite staff member and who was your favourite user. And he says, honestly, it's impossible to choose a favourite staff member. They're all sick in their own ways. I like them all. In terms of favourite user, also I can't say. I mean, decisive ASF, I won't say that because it'll probably get me demonetised or banned, I don't know. I asked him, what was your favourite film? What's better, Netflix, Disney or YouTuber? His favourite film is The Dictator. I've watched that. It's about the guy in Germany. And he says, although I don't recommend any of you watch it since it's extremely inappropriate, yeah, you don't watch it. And he said, Netflix is the best since it has all my favourite shows, Money Heist, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul and The Office. My favourite stuff are the cartoon type stuff, I don't. And he says, and I asked him, thanks for the interview. Want any further comments? And he says, I just want to say thank you for being such a great member of the community. I'm really interested in the video. Can't wait to see what you come up with. So I want to thank every single user that helped me in this video. FXST, Platagian, in Sean. I also want to thank Sid for helping me get these interviews. Also, I want to say happy birthday to Robbie. Now, onto the devlogs. Recently, we've had 2 different devlogs in the past 24 hours. And so, the navigation is updated to its latest front end. No idea what that is. I'm being honest, don't know what any of this stuff is because I'm not a developer. And for the users, it's updated latest front end to re-implement all logic finished prior. No idea what that means. Achievements added. So that will be like the Roblox badges. And online status update to display. So you can do whatever you want with that. Friends, implemented action log floodgate. I think that's going to be like, you can't spam friend requests because that'd be annoying. And the forum is awaiting new front-end finalisation before updating to the latest front-end. So no idea what that means, but somebody will probably comment in the description and tell me I'm wrong about all this stuff. So, some environmental and stuff like that, everything to help with the thing is coming up. And then also for the front end, which is like I know what a front end is, like the site. It's the best way I can put it. So navigation bars are complete. So that's actually quite good. You're able to flip through the web pages so you can see the items, games, and your profile. So the new profile page is complete. Ooh, new login, register complete. New avatar editors partially complete. So you'll be able to put in the items what you can wear, so that's quite good. And for the forum, index category view complete, so you can go between general, off topic, marketplace. And thread view partially complete, so you can see other people's text beneath your forum post. And you can create threads, so you can create your forum posts. Achievement pages, yeah, like I just explained there. And so all of them gladly and mobile friendly, not like a few other sites where you can't use it on mobile because the navigation bar is everywhere. It's hilarious sometimes when you see places like that. And from today's one, so back end, so I think that's the coding behind the front end. And so new front end implemented, yeah. So the users' achievement pages to view all are available, so you can now view them if you're a beta tester. And so you can now trade if you go onto it. And the forum, everything is complete. Style sheet blog, mobile friendly improvements. Let's see how far the bar on the thing is ready. Let's see. Oh god, wrong side. Oh, it's gone up a little bit since yesterday. Since yesterday, it was around here. So, we're getting closer. Now, that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.